Welcome to Geographic Profile of the Philippines.
Good day! Now, we will be talking about the Module 3, Lesson 2, entitled Geographic Profile of the Philippines. But, before we go through our lesson, let us first know the objectives of this lesson. First, learners will become familiar with the geographic details of the Philippines and how this matters in relation to being affected by natural disaster. Second, be able to identify the Philippines on a world map. The last one, through self-directed research, be able to look up on the Philippine map in the areas where natural disasters often occur and be able to point out why.
But before we start our lesson, let us test your knowledge about the geographical profile of the Philippines.
Lesson 2, Geographic Profile of the Philippines.
From the word geography, do you have any idea what is geography? Yes, geography is the study of the physical features of the Earth and its atmosphere, and of human activity as it affects and is affected by this, including the distribution of populations and resources, land use, and industries.
For all of its abundance of natural resources and generally great tropical climate, the beauty that the Philippines possesses comes at price. The country's geographic location places it in the path of typhoons, earthquakes, and other natural disasters, while its topography, wherein its regions are dotted by volcanoes, also makes it prone to eruptions and the damages which can cause to human life, properties, and livelihoods. Even though the Philippines has a beautiful tourist spots and beautiful resources, it also had flaws because it is the path of typhoons, floods, earthquakes, and other tropical climates that also affect the lives of people who live in a particular area.
Do you have any idea why Philippines is prone to any types of typhoons, floods, and other tropical climates? Yes, it's because we are located along the boundary of major tectonic plates and at the center of a typhoon belt. Its islands are regularly impacted by floods, typhoons, landslides, earthquakes, volcanoes eruption, and droughts. Typhoon belt are also called as the Ring of Fire. As you can see in the picture, the red shade in there is the Ring of Fire. It is the largest region in the Pacific Ocean where a lot of Earth's earthquakes and volcanic eruptions happen.
And that is one of the reasons why Philippines are prone to any other tropical climates. Now, let's move on to our next discussion.
An archipelagic nation comprised of more than 7,000 islands and islets located in Southeast Asia. The Philippines is characterized by its three largest islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, with a total land area covering approximately 300,000 km. Status report on disaster. So the Philippines is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia. It is situated in the Western Pacific Ocean and consists of 7,000 islands that are broadly categorized under three main geographical from north to south. The country also consists of volcanic islands wherein some are active volcanoes and mostly mountainous interior. So, the interior of the country is generally mountainous with several mountain peaks reaching almost 10,000 feet. In addition, the Philippines has extensive fertile plains along the coast and in the center of the country. It also features lush and scenic rolling hills with rich valleys crossed by rivers. The U.S. Library of Congress in its profile on countries lists the sea level elevation at 2,954 meters above sea level from the highest point of Mount Apo on Mindanao Island. Depending on the region, the country has either exclusively coastal regions, mountainous regions, wetlands, or flat stretches of open land, or a combination of all the mentioned. The Philippines does not have desert terrain. Where can the Philippines be found in the world map? The Philippines are located in Southeastern Asia. The country is an archipelago made up of over 7,000 islands and islets. The Philippine Islands are bordered by the Philippine Sea, South China Sea, Celebes Sea, and Sulu Sea. What are the major disasters that affect the geography of the Philippines? The nation's location exposes it to storms that lead to floods, mudslides, and typhoons. Additionally, the presence of offshore trenches such as the Manila Trench puts the Philippines at risk for tsunamis. What are the reasons why the Philippines is vulnerable to natural disasters? The Philippines is one of the world's most disaster-prone countries, located along the boundary of major tectonic plates and at the center of a typhoon belt. Its islands are regularly impacted by floods, typhoons, landslides, earthquakes, volcanoes, and droughts. The Philippines is a country with a tropical marine climate and with two main seasons, the dry summer seasons and the wet rainy seasons for the rest of the year. The northeast monsoon from December to February produces the cold dry season characterized by cloudy weather but intermittent rainfall, depending on the regions. While the southwest monsoon brings rain and high temperatures from May to October. Between March and May, hot, dry weather prevails.